I want to discuss some people I look up to. It's a really interesting time we're living in, and with the growth of internet and social media came the ability to have your voice heard and actually make a difference. Lately, there have been three big name celebrities that have been on my radar. I've been following them for some time, but since they have become my main focus. We're going to go one at a time here since I truly think that's most appropriate. Let's start with Mark Cuban first. Mark Cuban has been on and off my radar for a lot of years. I truly appreciate his ability to spread useful knowledge. I've spent many years watching his words and following companies he works and worked with. The companies I've followed have all been top-notch. Some have found me before I found them. You could tell a company is a Mark Cuban-run company because their SEO, websites, social media, etc., they all have a particular ring to them. You can tell that a true professional backed them. Now, I'm not being nice here. I'm telling you seriously, there was some serious thought put into each and every aspect of those companies, all the way down to what colors will make someone feel good versus not feel good while looking at websites, logos, etc. When you work with a Mark Cuban company, you're getting an experience. Myself as a small business owner, Mark Cuban was a huge inspiration and also one of the main reasons I stopped selling things online. There were so many times his words made me feel strong, and I really would sit and search for distributors for hours and hours and desperately try to find a source willing to work with me. But without a location, without a buy-in, it's nearly impossible to be profitable selling a product you didn't create yourself or that you're not stocking. So I stopped selling things online. I started to find my purpose. I knew I was destined to do more than this. Mark Cuban gave me the will to not give up on my companies and determination to find a way to source anything I could possibly sell. With some successes and some failures, I struggled to keep up with expanding small businesses. I tried to take out loans, I tried to do everything and anything, and nothing worked. I knew I needed to try harder. I knew I needed to do more. I started to invest and I started to learn how the market works. Mark Cuban came onto Reddit and did an Ask Me Anything session. I was able to learn quite a lot from him during the time he was on, and you should definitely look into it. It was under the Wall Street Bets and Mark Cuban thread, and read the entirety of it, trust me. So in 2017, I started investing $1 here, $1 there, making a few bucks or not. It became me telling my family why I bought certain things and what I project the outcomes to be. I have a few good examples of stocks like NEO that I bought under $2 and AMC purchased under $3. This is not financial advice, but it was logic. At the time, AMC was $2.65, so I bought more. This was before Wall Street Bets even became involved. Now, there's a good question here. Why did I buy more? Well, because people weren't dying from vaccines, so assumably AMC will reopen at some point in time and their stock will raise. Lucky that Reddit and Elon Musk started to play this game, not just for AMC, but because I bought Dogecoin at such a low price, I was really excited to see how this one was going to play out. NEO I found during a fun game called Which Stocks Are Failing the Worst Right Now, and then I picked the cheapest ones, research them a little bit, and buy them. Let me tell you, this is my best strategy, hands down, and I love playing with stocks. I knew I needed to think of something useful to save myself and my online presence. I truly think I did. Mark Cuban gave me the mental strength I needed to do this. Marcus Lemonis made me understand the numbers, and Elon Musk gave me the intuition to try something different. Not only had I found a way to make a product myself, but it actually could make a difference in this world, and that was enough motivation for me to get real serious. This is where Marcus Lemonis comes into my story. I started following him online and absorbing as much knowledge as I could. I learned the numbers behind the businesses. I started to realize that 20% profit wasn't enough, and I learned that it was putting me in way deeper than I was making. So although my companies were doing okay, I had to change something quick or I was going to lose everything really fast. And this is where I struggled. You see, it's very hard to get an account with manufacturers without having some type of buy-in or warehouse, etc. I don't have any of that. My business model was developed back in 2003 when people didn't even know how to make websites, nor where the tools would be for making websites. These things are all readily available today with the simple Google search. There is so much I know now that I wish I knew then. I had eventually opened businesses by couponing. I gathered items to make gift sets that people loved. I eventually started making baby baskets because baby coupons were easiest to come by. As time went on, things changed like store coupon policies. Things were harder to get at a super low price, wearing my profit margins even thinner. It was in 2004 that I started seeking out drop shippers because I knew I couldn't afford to hold inventory nor buy things up front. Marcus Lemonis taught me that drop shipping is almost never profitable. Not that it was said directly, but the numbers were. Most drop shippers that still exist only offer a 10 to 20% profit margin. After taking out processing fees and shipping, you're going to lose money. And I didn't realize it right away, but again, Mark Cuban and Marcus Lemonis were hugely my inspirations to know when to walk away. Marcus Lemonis also taught me that even money cannot fix all business problems. You can fund a company what they need, but if the people can't afford to buy the items, it's just not going to happen. The economy is rough for any starting business, let alone ones that are already established. This is partially why I wanted to do online dropshipping. It appeared as if it was the least amount of risk. One of my companies primarily sold aftermarket and OEM performance and replacement car parts. This was successful for a few years until the market became flooded with people like me. Then everyone had a business and everyone started using my distributor. So their prices went up. New requirements were laid out, and the beginning of an end of the ability to obtain parts at a profitable price as well. I knew I had to do more. I know I'm capable of greatness, and I was determined to not give up. After studying some of what Elon Musk has done in his time, I learned about different things that I had never thought were possible. I knew that if I followed Elon Musk and learned, my product idea can actually become a reality. I was determined, so I began my research. I found studies in Beijing that supported my concepts. I drew it all out and found a fabricator through what I thought was a friend. Unfortunately, they ended up not helping me. The person I thought was a friend started to make it big online, and that was the end of their help, and I didn't know anyone else. I joke around a lot online, but let me tell you, this hurt me so much mentally that I gave up. I closed most of my businesses so I wouldn't incur more debt. This is where Marcus Lemonis and Mark Cuban came back into the story because of the knowledge I obtained. I knew now that I had to stop. I knew that if I continued, things would get worse. The distributor prices went up, more people opened stores online, and this was the end of an era for me. I'm not going to say I have a high IQ, but let me tell you this. My personality is that of a Swiss Army knife and a sponge. I can do anything and learn everything. I don't stop unless my health makes me. All the things I've learned, I've given to others. This turned out to be a greater gift than I ever could have expected. I can't tell you how many businesses I've helped open, how many people I've trained to do taxes, how many distributors I handed out to people, ideas, niches, created websites for people, or just helped them. You really have no idea how much information I have passed forward, and I've been really lucky to learn what I have and share it, and I do whenever I can. I always dreamed of becoming someone, and it seems I've become everyone and no one at the same time. I know I have a unique way of thinking, and I'm definitely ahead of the curve. I can't tell you which company, but one of the biggest names in the world asks me for tips. You have no idea how satisfying it is to have them ask me what to do. My heart melts because of confidentiality, and it will never, ever matter. I can't put it on a resume. I can't tell anyone what I've helped them accomplish. I can just watch. And for that, I'm grateful. I've been given the opportunity to be heard and help them grow. My health wanted me to stop, though. I've had so many problems ranging from strokes, heart attacks, blood clots, EDS, gastroparesis, and so much more. The list goes on. But again, I am a fighter. I had a heart attack recently, but I'm here today explaining all of this to you, and this proves that if you believe you are destined for greatness, you can achieve it. Maybe my destiny was just to share all this information with you guys. Maybe it'll help someone somewhere. Maybe I'll meet new people and learn new things. But the opportunities in this world are endless as long as you keep your eyes wide open. Marcus Lemonis, Elon Musk, and Mark Cuban ultimately showed me that if you're smart, wealthy, know the right people, put in hard work, and know your numbers, you can succeed. This also explains to me that no matter how hard I try to do things, they won't be seen without a financial backing. I put money into ads on a few occasions, and the results were really disappointing. You can post knowledge and people ignore it, but post memes and everybody flocks. Cheers, though, to Elon Musk for being the master troll. I absolutely do admire him. I couldn't tell you if this is them trying to help people or them giggling at how many people think he's trying to help them. Either way, he's a mastermind and I love it. 2021 has been a crazy ride already and is only just begun. Let the good times roll.